What happened to Goku at the end of GT? Did Goku die and come back to life? And why did he leave with Shenron? Well, in this video we're attempting to answer these questions. So be sure to drop a like as it helps more fans see my content, and also subscribe for a lot more videos. When Omega Shenron fired the negative energy ball in episode 63, it was too powerful, but Goku managed to repel it using his own sheer will, but traded his own life force in the process. Multiple characters stated Goku's energy was completely gone, which sometimes signifies death in the series. But shortly after, Goku rose from the crater, gathering energy for an ultimate spirit bomb, and its positive energy was clearing out the negative energy on Earth. To Omega's disbelief, he couldn't harm Goku, and when he asked Goku who he was, Goku kept silent, but Pan remarked he was like a god, and Omega was then destroyed by the spirit bomb and Goku went unconscious. The writer of the ending of GT, Atsushi Maekawa, explained the Goku we know did not appear after he took Omega's negative energy attack. He stated this was the turning point, and that a changed Goku was seen after this when Goku used the spirit bomb. At this point, Goku said to Omega, "I can't die just yet, not until I've put you away," which proves he was in the changed state. The narrator also confirmed Goku's death in episode 64, stating, Goku had finally fallen before the overwhelming strength of Omega Shenron. Goku's changed self only became more apparent once the good Shenron appeared, as Goku interacted as usual up until that point. We know also that a dead being can collect living energy and also wield the spirit bomb, as Goku did that when he first learned it from King Kai in the Otherworld. However, when Goku died in the negative energy ball, he didn't go to Otherworld. Maekawa wanted the viewers to picture death in a different way and feel a sadness close to it in reality. He didn't want the usual concept of, even when Goku dies, he comes right back to life. So Maekawa made Goku not have a halo when he was revived by Shenron's power. It's basically a writing choice trying to depict that things were out of whack with the living world and afterlife being merged together, which was one of the reasons Shenron emerged of his own accord, as he needed to return balance to the universe. Since Goku had died and been revived before, Shenron himself had to resurrect Goku. His eyes glowed red and Goku's body glowed a few times, and he awakened, and seemed to have a mutual understanding with the dragon. Goku exclaimed, "I put all of them away," implying that Goku destroying the dragons was something they secretly agreed while Goku was dead, or later unconscious after the spirit bomb. This mutual understanding is further proved when Shenron petitioned Goku to leave with him. Goku clearly knew he had to go with Shenron sometime, but he didn't realize it was so soon. Goku told everyone, "I'll be back in a while," which in hindsight can only mean Goku didn't know how long he'd be gone for, as he didn't return to Earth till 100 years after this. Leave for where, you might ask? They were clearly going somewhere, as Goku kept saying on the way, and it's like, on the way to where? Where? Well, it's a place that Atsushi Maekawa described as somewhere that people definitely can't go. And Masako Nozawa, Goku's voice actor, said that riding on Shenron means that Goku's going to leave this world and go to the world of the gods. Chi-Chi asked Goku,
"Are you gonna be home by dinner time tonight?"
Nope.
On a side note, I wonder how Chi-Chi would explain this. Oh hi Chi-Chi, is Goku here? No, sadly not. Chi-Chi, what happened to your husband? He flew off somewhere on a dragon! Poor Chi-Chi. The douche left her, and now she's emotionally scattered. Poor woman. At this point, we realise GT and Super are now related, as the statements tie in with Mori, who said Namekians migrated to Universe 7 from another realm entirely. As Goku left with Shenron and lay on its back, the Dragon Balls were absorbed into Goku's body and Goku was absorbed into the dragon. It seemed like Goku was made the guardian of the Dragon Balls for the next 100 years, acting as a vessel, before Shenron released and reactivated them back onto the Earth in the time of Goku Jr. This might be why Goku was happy to go with Shenron, as he knew he was only a magnet for evil alongside the Dragon Balls. Goku was the force of pure good, as he had the power to cleanse the 4-star Dragon Ball of Omega's negative energy when he swallowed it, so Goku naturally attracted evil and it gravitated towards him. So by leaving with the Dragon Balls, there would be an equilibrium established. This was proved in the GT special A Hero's Legacy, where Goku appeared as a spirit figure, once again overseeing things. He gave the 4-star Dragon Ball to Goku Jr., asking him to protect it, and resolve issues by only one's own effort, rather than relying on the Dragon Balls. He He didn't mention collecting all 7 balls, so that this information would remain a secret, and since Pan hadn't spilled the beans on the 7 balls, that knowledge would be forgotten once she died. Goku then quickly disappeared, just like in the martial arts tournament. Presumably, in the end, Goku was happy to remain in the realm of the gods and didn't return to see everyone. He probably realised this was the best way to protect his loved ones. This GT special aired on the 26th of March 1997, roughly 7 months before the end of GT, so it might have prepared fans for what eventually happened to Goku. But as we all know, GT's ending was left vague intentionally to intrigue us fans, and lead us to create our own legend of Goku's mysterious ascension. But what was Maekawa's true inspiration for what happened to Goku? Well, I got in touch with Dirk Padula, the Dragon Ball scholar, and he said Taoism was the principal inspiration for these scenes. Taoism is an Eastern philosophy that originated in China, which expresses the ways in which one can live in harmony with the Tao, which they describe as the source, pattern, and substance of everything that exists. Goku leaving with Shenron relates to a specific act called ascending in broad daylight. When a Taoist ascetic or monk becomes a true man, they perform an act where they fake their own death and ascend into heaven, such as a crane or dragon. At that point, they become immortal and one with the Tao. In Taoism, dragons are associated with delivering worthy humans to the Tao. Through learning, self-discipline, alchemy, or other means, a Taoist monk purifies themselves of mortal imperfections and becomes a god. The concept is also referred to as separation from the body, or liberation and deliverance from the corpse. Just like how a butterfly will shed its exoskeleton and transform into a new insect with wings, it has become liberated and superseded its previous limitations. Atsushi Maekawa was trying to show Goku had become one with some godly force above all that could be seen in Dragon Ball, and that he'd become worthy to guard the Dragon Balls and rise above all limitations. Goku was definitely changed into a new consciousness or self, and went to a heavenly type realm on the back of a dragon, and he became one with Shenron by being absorbed into him. But I don't think Goku faked his own death, as he would have been hurt by Omega's attacks otherwise, so Goku had to have already been immortal. Vegeta, Krillin, Master Roshi and Piccolo could all tell there was something special about Goku, and each questioned him saying, "Are you?" implying they could sense his new immortal and transcended self. Pan also discovered Goku's clothing was remaining, despite him wearing them when he left. Goku could not have left wearing it and also left it behind. Then 100 years later, Goku Jr. wore this same gi in the tournament. In all these events, there are also some comparisons that can be made to Jesus, the Son of God. Number 1. When Goku's pure heart cleansed the 4-star Dragon Ball from evil, it reminded me of what happens when a person gives their life to Jesus. 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17 says, "Therefore if anyone is in Christ, this person is a new creation. The old things passed away. Behold, new things have come." You become a brand new person, and all the old life, the sin, the sadness, emotional baggage and disappointments are gone. They're laid down, and you are spiritually born again to live for Jesus, following after him, loving others, and doing good. You can't compare Goku to Jesus, but Nova Shenron did go through a massive change of heart. Goku's changed self also had a new purpose to his life. He wasn't simply going to live the same as before, and that's why Shenron told him to go to this mysterious realm. Anyone who is a new creation in Christ has a complete change of being in life. Galatians 2 verse 20 describes it as this: "I've been crucified with Christ, and it's no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself up for me." Number 2. When Goku repelled the negative energy ball and sacrificed his life force, it reminded me of Jesus, who being God, gave his life for humanity on the cross nearly 2,000 years ago and took our place as the atonement for the sins of all. Jesus said in John 15 verse 13, "Greater love has no one than this, that a person will lay down his life for his friends, and that if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Number 3. Goku appeared to come back to life after death by the negative energy ball, and during the spirit bomb, the positive energy then cleared out all of Omega's negative energy. This reminds me of Jesus' triumph over death and hell. He, being fully God and fully man, abolished death and brought life and immortality to light through the gospel. Number 4. Goku's ascension to the superior realm, however, differs to Jesus' ascension. Jesus, being God and man, had always existed with God the Father and the Holy Spirit in heaven since before Earth and the universe were actually formed. Therefore, after accomplishing God's will by making a way for humanity to have a relationship with God, Jesus returned to the Father. Jesus had accomplished the Father's will, which Philippians chapter 2 verse 8 to 11 describes perfectly. And being found in appearance as a man, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death on a cross. For this reason also God highly exalted him, and bestowed on him the name which is above every name, so that at the name of Jesus every knee will bow, of those who are in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and that every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father. Goku is different as he didn't have eternal beginnings and wasn't returning to the godly realm, but he definitely did have eternal prospects ahead of him in that realm. Last video's #Enders winner is Samir Bent, also known as Ultimate Warriors. For your chance to win next time, comment #Enders down below. Thank you guys for watching, and if you want to learn why Gogeta has red hair, then watch this video up in the corner next. Thanks, Kai.